update finds us at Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is fantastic. It's always a big day on the year's calendar, and we've been 3 years running now as Race2Recovery. And weather's been very kind to it again. It's been an amazing weekend. It's Sunday lunchtime. We turned up Thursday afternoon, set up. And yeah, we basically do show boating on the Forest Rally stage up at the top of the festival. We've got 2 Wildcats. We've got Joy, which I'm lent against, and Gordon. I'm driving Gordon around the stage, having a bit of fun with it. We haven't got the front prop shaft on it, so it's all the power through the rear wheels, which is better than I thought actually. I thought it was going to be pretty uncontrollable. It's chalk base here and quite slippery, but it's a good laugh. It's easier in the corners because you can flick the back end out and get around the hairpins. Well, since the last update, which was at the Royal Bath and West show, so yeah, it's good to be out of the workshop 2 times running. We'll see if we can make a run of this now. It's now the end of June, so we're just about to encroach on July. It's been a busy month as usual. The show was fantastic. That saw us doing the 4 days. We did over 200 paid passenger rides in the end of that. And raised just under £1,000 for Help for Heroes, so it was a great result there, and got to know the extreme off-road mob very, very well, and a great crew. And then since then, basically, it was a weekend of prep, going into another double whammy weekend with the racing. So we had the Freelander Challenge and the Defender Challenge on again. Bit of hit and miss there. The Defender Challenge was great. Quinn teamed up with Steph and they went out there and got a second in the Defender Challenge against 6 other crews, sorry. So we're very happy with that result. That's what we were expecting. But sadly for the guys who went up to Scotland, it was going to be Ola's first drive. Kev headed up the team, taking the van and the Freelander up there, but it was a non-starter for them that weekend, sadly. There was a problem with the Freelander's ignition coil pack. And they tried everything they could, stripping and rebuilding, rewiring, everything. It just didn't pull off. The car didn't have the power to go racing, really. Typically, when they got back, they fitted a new one in the workshop on a Monday morning, and it was happy as Larry. That's part of racing, really. That's the things you've got to deal with every now and then. It's not a good lesson, but it's a lesson learned. And you know, I've had 20 years of those, and always take away something from each one. So. It was a hit and miss weekend. Good result in one place, but sad for the other guys in Scotland. From there, that took us on to basically 2 weeks of prep for this, which has been a busy time for me. Joy broke the transfer box on the Saturday lunchtime. Saturday lunchtime at the Royal Bath and West, so I've had to replace that. But yeah, everything's going swimmingly this weekend, and yeah, we'll pack up at the end of today. It's going to be another busy week for me next week, clearing up and tidying up and doing a bit of repacking after all this. And then that'll see us going into next weekend, which is going to be a big weekend. It's a working weekend for the team, but what we've done is, because of meeting the extreme off-road mob, they've expressed interest in joining R2R and getting more involved in our activities. Plus we've had a few other inquiries from people about joining the team. We've made it another open day. So we'll have the whole team there. We'll have open day for some new recruits, and I've also arranged a team barbecue in the evening. So yeah, we'll get a big barbie going and a bonfire and a load of beers, and have a bit of a social R2R meet that weekend as well. To make this weekend even more special, Steph has come all the way from Belgium to join us.
Lovely. Thank you.
2 years ago I was here the first time. Not as a team member at all, just popped over from Belgium literally to meet the team, just to come and say hi. So since then we've been on, and it's actually quite nice to be here again as a team member this year. It's quite epic. Well, because I'm Belgian, I need a Belgian license to race here in England, and it was quite of a struggle in the beginning to get one and to actually get a license, while I only had a temporary one here last year. I've got a bit of contacts from last year from the MSA, and they really helped me out to sort it out. So I'm really thankful from the MSA to really help me out and get that license, because now I actually am licensed, and I'm very proud of that license. Everywhere I go, I'm just, look at my license, look how cool it is. The Wales Rally was fantastic. I was in a car with Chris Ratter, and he was basically just teaching me what the basic things about being a navigator, what to pay attention to, what to do, just anything about being a navigator. And it was good because we ended up first in class, and also we were there with 4 cars, Race2Recovery, and we ended up with 3 cars on the finish line, which is very, very good. So we were quite proud on that weekend. It's only very recent that I've been on the team, since March, was it? March, because then a couple of the team members came over to me in Belgium to visit Bruges and stuff like that. And then they actually asked me and my parents if I wanted to be on the team, and my parents if they were okay with it. And yeah, they were like, whatever makes you happy, Steph, so if you want it, do it. I was like, hell yeah.
At the end of next month, so 3 weekends from now, is the 4th round of the Defender Challenge, which, rather than being a stage rally, is actually set at the Welsh Hill Rally. So the revival of the Welsh Hill Rally hasn't happened for a few years. It's an event I've always loved. It's a 2-day event at Walters Arena in Wales. It's a sort of a cloverleaf event, as we call them. Service group in one area, but you go and do different stages, always looping back to the same place, so it makes the logistics quite nice and easy, but a good feel around the service area. And yeah, we'll take the truck along, we'll set up a big camp, we'll have the DC-90, and yeah, let's hope for a good result there.